大家好，欢迎你们回来。我是陈叔叔。Hi all, it's Uncle Chan here, back for another culinary adventure. Now today it's all about India meets Malaysia. Roti Canai is a buttery and flaky flatbread which is commonly found in Southeast Asia. It's said that the Muslim Indians, known as the Mamaks in Malaysia, first introduced this to Malaysia. Nowadays, it's most commonly recognised as one of the most popular breakfast and snack dishes in Malaysia, served with curry or dal. You can also serve it with sweet items if you prefer. It really is a famous example of Malaysian Indian cooking. Malaysians just can't live without it. 谢谢你们. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more from Chanandtan, please hit subscribe and press the bell icon. Today we're going to be using 290 grams of flour, 200 milliliters of warm water, 40 grams of melted butter, 1 tablespoon of condensed milk, half a teaspoonful of salt, half a teaspoonful of sugar, 1 egg, and 20 grams of butter, which we're going to use later in the recipe. We're going to start preparing our ingredients. This recipe is made in 2 stages. Stage 1 is preparation. We will then refrigerate, and then afterwards we will finalize and put the dish together tomorrow. So we've got our warm water here, and we're just going to add our sugar and our salt, and we're just going to dissolve those in the warm water. Now we're coming across to our larger bowl, and we're going to add our flour. Our flour has been sieved. Next in is our egg, and then our melted butter. Pop all that in there. Just make sure you get every last piece in there. And last but not least, our condensed milk. Now we're going to take this across to the mixer. So now that your mixture has been suitably kneaded in the mixing bowl, a bit like this, you want to then start breaking it into individual portion sizes. So you just play it in your hand like that into some nice balls. You want to cover this in butter or oil, because it will help with the refrigeration process. And then just put it in here to our bowl, which we're just going to set on the side here. And that's what it looks like. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to dry my hands, and then we're going to put some cling film over the top. And then we're going to put it into the refrigerator for 24 hours. And then come back in 24 hours. So we've got our rotis, which have been in the fridge for 24 hours. So I'll just show those to you, what they look like. And we're now going to take those individually, and we're going to roll and stretch them out. A top tip when you're preparing your workspace for rolling out your rotis is to use a little bit of oil on the surface, as I'm going to show you in just a moment. This will help to avoid your rotis from sticking, because naturally you're going to need to turn them over and turn them over. So I'm just going to use my hands here it's as good as any. So we'll just be quite liberal. I mean, you don't want it to go everywhere, but at the same time, you want to cover your space. And this will really, really help. So we're going to take our bowls, and if you need a little bit more oil, you can do so. And we're just going to start working it. Now, there's not an exact science to this. Some people might use a rolling pin, other people like to flip it over. I like to just use my palm of my hand, and you want to get it as thin as you can, and please don't worry if it breaks a little bit, because it all adds to the character of the roti. So you just work it out with the palm of your hand until you're comfortable, and then once you've got it to quite a thin layer, you can then start to flip it back round again. And what you're doing here essentially is you're layering. As you know, Roti Canai is quite a flaky, and it's got different layers to it. That's what gives it its, flaky character. So it doesn't need to be exact. Now that we're all prepared, we're gonna fry them off in the frying pan. So to do that, we need to heat up our wok, a little bit of oil, and we're just gonna let that heat up. Ready? I'm just now going to take these ones out. And there you have it. That's my Malaysian Roti Canai. Here we're preparing a lovely Malaysian curry, which we're going to serve with our roti. So we're going to enjoy our Roti Canai, and with the curry sauce. It is so good, so good. Absolutely delicious. Enjoy this recipe.